free. Now on some of the signs you'll see a QR code. If you click on that QR code, it will allow you to send an email to Elbow. It's an email to Dutton. It'll send an email to your local MP and Senator and tell them, not in my name. Not in my name. I will not stand by and allow you to accede to a genocide. Not in my name. Take your phones out. APAN, not in my name. Google it. Find the QR code. Sign up today. Now, very importantly, Palestinians understand we had the wonderful Oscar and our dear, dear brother, Uncle Gary Foley, who understand what dispossession is. They understand what colonialism is. They understand what it is to be despised, belittled, murdered, hunted, killed, raped, tortured, jailed in your own country. And we want to remind them that with them, we won't be free until they are free. This was and always will be Aboriginal land, as Palestine always was and always will be Palestinian land. I want to thank you all for being here today from the bottom of my heart. I can't express to you how much it means, because I know I speak for every Palestinian here and anyone that cares about Palestinians. Because I've never felt so alone. I've never felt so alone when our Prime Minister condemned Palestinian violence. He only ever says Israel has a right to defend itself. I felt alone when politicians called upon Palestinians to renounce violence whilst declaring their solidarity with an apartheid state. I've never felt so alone as when the mass media rightly condemned the anti-Semitic chants, but in the same report refused to condemn Peter Dutton for saying we should be deported, Benjamin Netanyahu for saying that Gaza is a wicked city, and he refused to condemn a defense minister who said we were human animals. I felt alone when Peter Dutton could get a microphone and a camera and say we need to be deported, and not one reporter said to him, "Are you serious? Are you serious, Peter Dutton?" And I especially felt alone when every leader in Australia decided to light up public buildings with an Israeli flag. For 75 years our massacres have gone on and on. We have all the receipts and documents. Not once have they lit up a building for us. Not once. Shame. Not only alone, but anger. Anger at these people who are elected to represent us. Why is our pain any less? Why are our babies less precious? They called us anti-Semites and our supporters of terror. Shabab, please. Let's be clear. If you support a free Palestine, you're a human being, not an anti-Semite. The struggle for Palestinian self-determination is an anti-colonial, anti-racist movement. There is no room. There is no room for racism. No room for anti-Semitism. Do not let me hear it. There is no room for Islamophobia, homophobia, or any other hate. We are an inclusive movement of the best of humanity. The very best of humanity. For together, all of our people will be free. Don't let them them take that away from you. I ask myself, do I even belong? Do I even belong? Does Australia want me? But then I remembered everything that I've had. This country gave my father refuge when he was a stateless refugee, driven from his home at the end of a bayonet. It said, welcome. He met my mother here, and together they raised myself and my two brothers. They educated us and saw 9 grandchildren. This is my Australia too. You don't get to take it away from me, Murdoch and Stokes, with your vile reporting and Islamophobia and hate. Channel 9, Elbow, Dutton and every other sycophant who called us terror lovers, you don't get to take away my home. We belong here as much as you, as much as anyone else, at the grace of our Indigenous brothers and sisters. No white person gets to tell me that I don't belong. You are the settler. My friends, each and every one of you is representing not just yourself, not just your families, not just your countries. You are representing Palestine and the Palestinians today. Don't fall for some idiot knucklehead provoking you. Don't fall for it. Don't get sucked in by some media question trying to goad you into saying something stupid to belittle and dehumanize us anymore. Remember why we are here. Remember why we are here. We are here to uplift the voices of the Palestinians dying in a genocide, about to be carpet bombed and ethnic cleansed again. That's why we are here. We are here to grieve together. We are here to grieve together, to stand together, to uplift each other, and to tell our leaders, not in our name, and to tell Gaza and every Palestinian that we will not be conquered. Now I know this has been a very tiring week for each and every one of you, and it's been very tiring for me. And I got some amazing energy on Monday night when we came out, and I will refill my batteries today for the battle that's ahead in the days and weeks and months ahead of us. And I draw solidarity from each of you, but especially our allies that you heard from earlier on today. You heard from Oscar, a wonderful Indigenous activist and socialist. And I want to thank him. Everybody say thank you to Oscar. Thank you to Uncle Gary. And I am sorry that you had to be reminded yet again that this country, this colony is racist. I want to thank Senator Janet Rice, who stood with us through thick and thin. You won't see any Labor or Liberal people up here. A big thank you to Janet Rice. To Ardent Salman of the ICV, the Islamic Council of Victoria, who will face a backlash from governments and institutions and NGOs for standing with us. But he stands here proudly, knowing what is right. To Raf. Where's Raf? Our wonderful Jewish brother. Where are you, Raf? Thank you, wherever you are. And to all the Jews that are here today, I feel your pain. Your pain is our pain. Our pain is collective. It is real. And I want you to know that I love you, that we love you. That our tomorrow is linked. Tomorrow we are all free together. And finally, to the fantastic crew at Free Palestine, Melbourne, Noura, Hajar, and all the crew, thank you so very much. To our leaders, Anthony Albanese, Peter Dutton, Jacinda Allen, and the rest, you know who they are. By you guys, you represent the mass of Australia. You represent the masses of Australia. We are standing up against the tyranny and the oppression and the genocide that is going to happen. For many years now, Gaza has been forsaken by the world. And yet, if you saw the pictures on Instagram in London, tens of thousands of people. In Paris, where the government banned demonstration, tens of thousands of people. In Sydney, where the Mims government banned protests, tens of thousands of people. And in dozens of cities around the world, people are standing up for Palestine with you today to say, not in my name. Not in my name. Today we stand and we rise for Palestine all over the world. And whilst we stand here, I am afraid. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I was afraid. I know that Benjamin Netanyahu is worried about his political future and his political survival, and he's being humiliated, and they've got a public that is scared and that they want, he's worried about his electoral margin, and the only way to get that back is to wreak havoc in Gaza. And it's a shame. We're going to march soon, and I want you to know that all things are going to get worse in the coming weeks. Things are going to get worse. They're bad now, my friends, but it's going to get worse. So we've got to pay attention to make sure we can come out again and again. So listen to your marshals, please. This is an anti-racist, non-violent protest rally in support of the Palestinians and Palestine. But I want you to know one thing before we go. We're going to head off soon. And that is what every Palestinian knows in the depth of the marrow of their bones. And that is that Netanyahu's going to fall. That Gaza will rise up again. And that he cannot break us. The Palestinians will not be broken. We are hurt and we are grieving. We are filled with horrors of the massacres that we will come to commemorate for years to come. But for 100 years of colonization, massacres and ethnic cleansing, we have continued to resist. We survived Ben Gurion and the Nakba in 1948. We survived Ariel Sharon and Sabra and Shatila in Lebanon in 1982. We survived Ehud Barak and Olmert, and we're going to survive and outlast Netanyahu and whoever comes after Netanyahu. Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free!